Whoa, he has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free.
Okay, next question.
I'm a horse football coach right now.
You know, it got shoved up, shoved it up. It got shoved, right?
What's up, Spartans fans? Welcome to episode 68 of the Spartan Savants podcast. It's, of course, Willie, joined by the Dallas duo themselves, Nikki and Trav, coming off our first MSU loss of the year. MSU obviously handed it its first loss of the season at the hands of USC, and we're going to get into all of it. Travis, how you doing, my man?
And I'm powering through tonight. We're gonna talk some ball, and it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, it's not always fun after a loss, but
No, but plenty to talk about for sure. Nikki, how are you?
You know, it's always just such a joy to talk about an MSU loss. It's just, it's kind of our specialty. It's kind of the thing. We're kind of going back to our roots here.
Yeah, yeah. We were due for one of these episodes soon. So obviously we'll get into the USC loss. No game to preview this week with Michigan State on a bye. We will discuss all the fallout from the USC loss, kind of update our expectations, of course. Nikki's got a nice Savant of the week, and then we'll do the picks. But let's get right into USC. Michigan State drops this one on the road, 45-31. They did cover the spread, so positive there at least. Travis, I'll start with you. Where's your head at after this loss? What were your key takeaways?
yeah, I think this game went about what we thought it would.
Yeah.
None of us were expecting to win, although we got some false hope during the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that really was different was the fact that they ran so well on us and didn't throw as well as we thought they would on us. That was what I was concerned about going in.
Mm-hmm.
Expectations haven't really changed for me. I mean, I said 6-6, 7-5, and I think there's some winnable Big Ten games, and they showed me that that's about the type of team they are. It kind of sucks losing your two middle linebackers in the game. That definitely made somewhat of a difference, but you can't blame the whole thing on it.
Yeah. What'd you think of the targeting call on Jordan Hall?
I didn't think it was, honestly, because Nikki and I were sitting there watching the game together, and he can remember if he can vouch for me. I was standing there just going, "What's he supposed to do?" Yeah. I mean, there's nowhere for him to go. He's moving full speed. You're gonna let the guy drop forward for another 5 yards to avoid a penalty? I mean,
yeah.
I guess by the rule it was, but looking at it in real time and thinking what he was supposed to do to be able to avoid it, I don't think you could call it.
Right, and this is where I think the NCAA could do a better job of deciphering, because it's one thing. The 15 yards is one thing, but losing the player for the first half of the next game is another thing, right?
Yeah.
This is where I think there could be a little bit of discretion about the intent of the hit, right? Like, that wasn't a malicious hit.
No, he had no vicious intent on there at all.
Right.
He was just making a play.
But like if someone pulled up the rule and put it on the screen while you're watching it, you would go, okay, yeah, that was targeting. But like, he didn't seek to hit him with his helmet.
Yeah.
That's just how the play kind of happened.
Yeah. There's different degrees to it for sure.
Yeah.
And it's stupid losing the player for the rest of the game with a play like that. I would get it if he like knocked a quarterback out for a season going helmet to helmet or something like that.
Yeah.
Launching himself at it. That is textbook targeting and suspension or whatever you want to call it. But
right. And that's where I would like to see
bang play is where I don't want to see it.
Yeah, and that's where I would like to see a little emotion from Jonathan Smith. I guess to his counterpoint would be like, look, that's just the rule. We got the short end of the stick there, but like I want to see him get in a ref's face. Like, there's no reason we should have lost Jordan Hall for the rest of the game and the first half of the next game, because
well, it's not that because it happened in the first half. It's just that game.
Oh,
He's not out the next game. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was gonna say, wait,
Yeah.
what?
No.
I wasn't sure. Actually, I really wasn't sure when it happened. But, well, that's good news. Good news for me. Nikki, what
Your
about
best defensive player too?
Yeah.
Just so.
Yeah. Nikki, where are you at this one?
I mean, for the targeting call, I don't really care. I mean, kind of like you said, it's the rule. Like sometimes it gives, sometimes it takes. They should change it, but until they change it, what's the point of even complaining about it? And I mean, we wouldn't have won. I actually, about the whole loss in general, I'm not that upset about the loss. Just because that's what I expected. I actually thought we played better than I expected. All I wanted was a 7-point game going into the fourth quarter, which I thought there was no way that was going to happen, and that's what we got.
Yeah.
So
we had our chances. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, we had that. We had them. We were down 7. Had them 3rd and 3. Had them all bottled up, and then I think it was Lefele kind of made an inside route and left Mayava open for a leak out at the back of the pocket and pick up the first down. Otherwise, we had it stopped.
Yeah, if we were playing two-hand touch, that would have been a great play.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. Before the game, I think we pretty much all had a very close to projected score. It's not like anything surprised me. So from that aspect, I'm not totally upset that we lost. I think what's making it worse is that we had our chances. There was a way to have won that game. But the defense is just so non-existent. And I think that's what's really killing me moving forward is we can't stop. We couldn't stop a runny nose. They were 8 for 12 on third down. Honestly, teams should just knee the ball twice and let it be third down. They're going to pick it up. There is no resistance from our defense. And the offense was fine. I mean, the offense put up 31 points. If they put up 31 points a game for the next 8 games, they're going to be in a lot of games. I guess
should be. Yeah.
But the defense there's no resistance. I mean, it's and I get there were injuries and all that, but I mean, this is the opposite of the last few D'Antonio years where we had a really good defense that was going to keep us in a lot of games. Now we just have an offense that we just hope can score more than the other team does because the defense is terrible. And I don't know who is to blame. I really think Joe Rossi's a pretty well thought of coach in this league and maybe in the entire country. He's certainly paid like it. I just don't know if he's cooking with bad groceries or if the scheme is bad, but there's no hope for this defense to get better. I think they are what they are.
Yeah.
One thing that's interesting to me, and I don't know, I mean, I was kind of drunk during the second half of the game, but it kind of felt because we had all those injuries, it felt like there was no real fall off when
that's true.
When the younger guys went in. There were some missed tackles and not as good communication, but skill wise, it didn't seem it was just sucky. It didn't matter who was playing, it was just sucky.
Yeah.
And that's what I hate. With the offense, it's not perfect. We know things that can get better, but you can't even point to anything with the defense. It's just it's just how it's been the past 5 years, just suckage.
It's everything. Yeah, there's no pressure on the quarterback. They had 0 sacks. They had 0 tackles for loss. You touched on it earlier. They could not stop the run. USC
89 yards.
It was look at the menu. What do you want on this play? You want to run? You want to pass? You want play action? They passed for 234 yards. They ran for 289 yards. I mean, they had whatever they wanted, and we were just giving it. They were taking it, and we were happily giving it to them. I'm at a loss for words because it's not likely that the offense can just sustain a 31 point per game pace. I mean, I don't. You can't just rely on that. We're going to have to find ways to stop people, and I don't know that we can.
Yeah, I don't have faith in it. I was just glad, like I said, that it was the running game that did us. Not glad, but glad that it wasn't a 600-yard passing game, because that was what I was mostly concerned about on that. But I don't have answers for any of this defense. It's the same. I mean, I guess the positive would be Kike Burnett, or however you say his name, finally got into the field and he looked pretty good compared to. But
yeah, see, I would honestly, if we could stop the run and we gave up a bunch of yards passing, I would feel a little bit better because at least we could stop something.
Yeah, and you would think with those D tackles in there would be able to stop something. And the way they stopped the run the first couple games.
Yeah.
But
one note I had on the offensive side of the ball, Nick Marsh, 2 catches for 28 yards. And I didn't watch the game close enough to know were they just taking him away. I didn't hear John Smith say anything about, pitch count or anything because of the injury, but I know he was coming in a little injured.
He did say he was not 100%, and I saw like people saying it seemed like they were kind of like he was kind of hurt. So
yeah, it didn't seem like they gave him as many targets as you would think they normally would. Right. Yeah. The ball wasn't really going his way.
Yeah.
So that was something that was pretty surprising to me. I mean, they struggled on the offensive line at times too. Still. And Childs, I don't think Childs was running for his life as much as he has been, but it still wasn't, totally able to sit back there comfortably. And you had that one run play where they just, I think it was Big Dooley, just got absolutely ass whipped. I mean, they dove right through him and made the play before the handoff was even being made.
Yeah. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, that was and then your point that you've been making every week, Willie, with Brandon Tullis and pass pro. He missed quite a few this week.
I just think he's not good. It's not a communication thing. It's not us, just getting beat in certain plays. He's just not good at it.
Yeah. Luckily, Frazier's pretty good at it, But one thing too, and honestly, I think I have no problem with the offensive line because we knew they weren't going to be perfect. I think they're still pretty decent.
They got better as the game went on too.
Yeah, about that because Ramil got hurt and went out of the game. I thought Rustin Young actually looked pretty decent.
Rustin Young looked really good when he was in.
Yeah, he should get some more looks. Honestly, did we get an update on Stan Ramel? I think it was a leg injury.
I think he's fine. From what?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check. What?
Well, the injuries, I mean, we lost. Nakai Martinez and Dunnigan ran into each other. Both left the game conveniently. Pretzloff didn't play. Obviously, Wayne Matthews sounds like there's good news in terms of overall health. I don't know if he'll play football this year again, but that was positive news because that was pretty scary for a minute there.
Yeah.
Never like it when both teams are on the field praying together and there's a stretcher.
When they use the Damar Hamlin word, that's never good. You don't really want that name to be said on a broadcast.
No. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, where does this team go from here? I mean, is there, I just don't know if there's any scheme fix for the defense. I just think the players aren't good enough. One
thing of hope that I have is I remember we had this exact same conversation about the offensive line last year. And after the bye week going into Iowa in the first half of the Michigan game, the O-line looked great. So maybe give me a game and a half of good defense. Maybe that can help us beat Nebraska. Because this is an extremely important bye week for Joe Rossi, especially in the defense. But if we beat Nebraska and we're looking at USC or UCLA, potentially going into Indiana 5-1, I mean, nobody cares about this loss at that point.
Yeah.
But hey, that also is very predicated on all those problems that we have. I hope those go away.
Yeah, they have to beat Nebraska. I think. I think the season depends on it. Honestly.
Yeah. I think you have to win the next two because Indiana is a loss.
Holy shit! I can't believe what they did to Illinois.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
I was not believing in Indiana, and hand up, I was wrong.
Me neither. 2 years in a row.
We were an anti-Signetti podcast.
I still am.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate him. I hate him even more.
Never said we weren't. Yeah.
There's a sick part of me that kind of wants him to go to Michigan just because I hate him so much. And have
I just hate that they just play like 3 absolute garbage non-conference games. But then if you're going to come out and beat a ranked team 63-10 or whatever it was, I don't really think it matters too much.
Yeah, especially when you're the lower ranked team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully Illinois just isn't that good, but I'm really nervous about Saturday being a please don't look at the USC score kind of game.
Yeah.
Against Illinois.
Could be. I mean, if the trend continues. But let's talk about our expectations moving forward. Obviously, I think we can all agree the defense probably is what it is. They might get a nice performance out of the bye week against Nebraska, but really we kind of have what we have at this point. So Travis, I know you already said you're not really changing expectations. I think that's fair given the 6-6, 7-5 original prediction. But Nikki, where are you at with this team moving forward?
I think 7-5 has to happen. So that's it would be very unlikely to see 9-3. 8-4, I think, is doable, but I mean, this is a classic week by week kind of team. Like, if we beat Nebraska, I'm singing a whole different tune. But again, we have to do a lot in the next 2 weeks to beat Nebraska.
Yeah, I think you can circle auto loss at Penn State, probably Indiana, but not every offense we play is going to be USC.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they didn't exactly control the game versus Youngstown State.
We controlled the game against Youngstown State.
I don't know if we controlled the game from the defensive side. I don't know if we necessarily did that. I mean, an FCS team put up 24 points. You don't really see that happening on too many other Big Ten teams. But, I think that there's – if they beat – like you said, Nick, if they beat Nebraska, I think that's a huge win, right? Because then you got UCLA, which should be a win. After that, there's not too many auto wins, if any. The schedule kind of gets pretty tough after that. But you have Iowa, who's, except against Rutgers, struggles offensively for the most part. Michigan passing game, not terrific, but they look pretty good in the run game. And you have Maryland towards the end of the year. Obviously, the Penn State is auto loss. I'm sure I'm missing a couple in there, but
that's beatable.
Yeah. I still think there's a chance for a good year. The defense really has me concerned. And I don't know if that's an indictment on the coaches or what, but at a certain point, the coaches have to own the fact that they put these players on the field. With the transfer portal, you can pay for pass rushers, and I know that you either have to pay a ton or they're not available, right? They're kind of like offensive linemen. They're pretty hard to hold on to, the good ones. And if they are moving, they're pretty expensive, and they're usually going to a top-tier team. But you have to find a way. I guess my question for Jonathan Smith and the coaching staff would be, did we know it was going to be this bad going into the season? Like spring camp, fall camp, did it look this bad? Because something has to be done. I mean, this cannot stand.
No. The Michigan State, when we're at least decent, has good defenses.
Yeah.
And that has not been the case for a good 5 years.
Yeah.
Is this the worst one we've had? Is it worse than
pretty close? Maybe Mel's first year was worse.
It's got to be. It's got to be close. I mean, last year was really bad, and the year before that was also really bad.
I think it's better. It was better last year, honestly. I remember last year we were high on Joe Rossi last year.
Yeah, it might have been better last year. Yeah.
I don't mind the younger guys as much. Some of the Spencer was pretty good. Well, he had that one good play.
Yeah. The two leading tacklers were defensive backs, and it's like Trev mentioned a couple episodes ago. That's never great.
No. That means everybody is getting tackled downfield.
Yeah.
Those tackles are not happening near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
But like I kind of said before with the linebackers, with Hall and Matthews both going out, that's kind of to be expected with the way this defense plays.
Yeah.
And I mean, Spencer and Martinez both got beat for the touchdown at the same time too.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're playing spectacular back there either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with another loss, or not another loss, but with another poor defensive performance this time leading to a loss, there's, I think, the chirps for Jonathan Smith, whether just unhappiness or, the few voices out there that want him to be fired, are back. I know I asked it last week, and I assume the answer is probably the same, but are you guys still all right with where this team is at, given it's only, a quarter or a third of the way through year 2?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm not sure I would use the term all right, but I've accepted it.
Yeah.
It's like this game went exactly how we thought it would. The season's kind of going exactly how we suspected it would.
In terms of wins and losses, yes.
Yeah, in terms of wins and losses. Yeah, that's true. I kept telling Nikki during the game that it feels like this team has been building for next year to be the year where it makes the jump, where it tries to make the jump.
Yeah.
But I mean it still has to be seen. I still want to see a lot of progress. I want to see that defense progress throughout the year and get better rather than just be what it is. But I mean, we've all agreed it probably is what it is unless somebody's going to break out and suddenly be some kind of superstar.
Right.
Here's what I need. Here's what I need from Jonathan Smith. I need, or this is what will get his seat hot. The Michigan game coming up. Let's hope he wins that one. But I'm not going to call fire or anything. But 4 in a row, that just sucks. But not making a bowl game would be okay. I don't care. Like
that would get me saying this is unacceptable, and maybe we need to move on.
If we show improvement, let's say we go 7-5 with one actual win, one big win, which is what we're kind of expecting and hoping. But Aiden Childs and Nick Marsh leaves, then I'm kind of out. Like those are the two, unless Childs goes pro because he just broke out, I'm insane. But like we're building for next year. We have to retain all of our players, all of our stars.
Have to.
Again, obviously going pro, different story. But there are a couple guys. I don't care if we lose anyone on defense. I don't even care if we lose ball. But
yeah, I mean, if Childs breaks out and is going pro, it'll be a better 7-5 or better season.
Yeah.
I do worry about losing Marsh in the portal. Both of them, truthfully.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah, the way they talk about it, I don't get so worried about it.
Yeah, I agree for the most part. I'm like, he seems pretty committed, but like, if LSU comes calling and says, we'll give you $2 million and you'll catch 70 passes and you'll be drafted in the first round, probably top 10, top 15 maybe, Michigan State's probably not going to be able to offer the same, maybe money, but definitely not in terms of.
You don't know that LSU is going to have a better QB. If Childs stays, then Aiden Childs. Like Marsh gets a ton of targets, and I don't think
they're gone after this.
Better off. I don't think you could guarantee. And again, this is predicated on everybody staying, and it's looking still pretty good. So our offense, I think, has been pretty good, especially passing wise. Like, I don't think you can sell much better to Nick Marsh than what it is right now, besides money. Like,
that's fair.
If Aiden Childs stays. And again, Jonathan Smith needs to sell that. And if he can't sell that, then what the hell is the point? So that's kind of why I'm saying. I think he can. That's why I'm in. But really, obviously, you have to make a bowl game. I really hope we beat Michigan, is what I'm going to say. And you got to have 2 guys stay.
Yeah. And part of the reason I'd say, it feels like they're building for next year is that's when his Oregon State team took off, too. And when he became the huge coaching candidate.
Yeah.
So he also needed to fire his defensive coordinator to do that. So.
Yeah, we'll see.
If that has to happen, we're talking about the overall product right now, not just the defense.
Yeah, I when it comes to Jonathan Smith, I am not sitting here, let's fire him, but I'm concerned And I don't necessarily know why this game is making it any different because it wasn't unexpected. It didn't go differently than I thought it would, but I think it's just the 5 years of the defense just not showing any resistance. And like I said, I'm not sitting here like we have to fire him, but my patience is wearing thin.
That's fair.
I have to tell myself it's not going to get better. The defense is not going to get drastically better. There might be better weeks, but it's not going to get better. But I'm with you guys. I see the plan in terms of building for next year. Let's just play in a hypothetical world. They do fire Jonathan Smith, whether it's now or at the end of the year. Is there a coach out there? Because I have one in mind. Is there a coach out there that you would say go get him?
I don't know who yours is.
I haven't even put any thought into that, but I'm going to let you go. Yeah.
Hear me out here. The Georgia Tech coach.
I knew it.
You knew it?
I figured he would go there.
What is his name? Brent Key? Something Key?
Yeah, Brent Key.
Yeah, here I am talking about how to go get him. I don't even really remember his name, but the J-Bat connection. No, I don't want Jonathan Smith to get fired. Again, this is a hypothetical question. I hope it works out for Jonathan Smith. I like him. I do think he could show some more emotion on the sideline, but that's just not him. So I just accepted that that's not going to be his style. I would get in the ref's ear every now and then. I don't think I've ever seen him argue a call.
No, I don't think that. Yeah. I would
So-
like to see a little more of that too. Now that you mention it, but
Yeah.
Well, if we're winning, I don't care.
yeah.
But
No, I don't care either.
When we're
This only-
losing and there's some bullshit called though, he's got to jump on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that hire especially with the J-Bat connection,
I mean, Georgia
that-
Tech is doing great things.
the natural fit. Yeah, I
It's
mean
also-
they're probably going to be in the ACC championship game because if you look at that schedule, they don't play anybody the rest of the season.
Right. Yeah.
That's right. They don't play like anything.
They can just walk right through the ACC until Georgia.
Yeah. No Florida State.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Georgia's not even a conference game. So,
Right. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah. That's really it. And I don't really have too much else. Go ahead.
Just because it's fun to talk about. Luke Fickell, just
Oh my gosh.
like it could be
We
worse.
dodge a bullet.
We could have Luke Fickell. Thank
It's
God.
like-
Thank God his wife spoke up.
Yes. Thank God our culture. is
Taking
really
pictures of the wrong shoes.
bad. Nice. It's like there's the Venn diagram, or that doesn't really how Venn diagrams work, but it's like there's the two sides. There's the Kurt Signetti insta success and the Luke Fickell horrifying. Then you just have Jonathan Smith in the middle, just
Yeah.
chilling.
That's kind of fair.
That's a disaster in Wisconsin.
Well, I mean, what do you expect when you try to go from the team that's always been a power running team and like identity is offensive line and running backs and defense, and you try to make an air raid team?
I agree. I totally agree.
And you never get a suitable quarterback for it either.
Yeah.
It's always like the closest they had was Tanner Mordecai, and he was hurt all the time.
Yeah. I feel like Wisconsin's quarterback is always a bad passer or hurt.
Yeah.
They
And
love
they had
their
Tyler
QB.
Van Dyke at one point, and now he's like second or third string at SMU. And like his
Yeah.
sixth year. And it's crazy. Like they're turning to what, Billy Edwards and somebody else.
Yeah.
Never thought highly of Billy Edwards.
Yeah. That's
I
what
mean,
he's coaching.
That sounds like a folk singer.
It does.
He's from Maryland.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
guy that was at Maryland last year.
Yeah, I mean it's so important to get these coaching hires right. Like honestly, if I was a Wisconsin AD, and look, I wasn't in the interview. He might have had a great presentation, but like Wisconsin has always had success. Good offensive line, strong running back, running the ball, controlling the tempo of the game, and to just come in and just uproot. It reminds me of Michigan hiring Rich Rod and him trying to run the spread.
Yeah.
It was never going to work. It just didn't mesh well. And I think Luke Fickell's a fine football coach, but to get away from what's basically Wisconsin was a kind of almost in line with Michigan State's success. For that 2010 to 2000, 16-17 stretch, maybe a little longer for Wisconsin, they were a very good team. I mean, 10 wins typically. I think they had one season where they were 13-1. They were a great football team.
Beat us for the conference championship.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst. That was the worst game ever.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Some people might say that about Jonathan Smith. I mean, when MSU's good, our defense is good.
Yeah.
He tried to bring in a good D coordinator.
That's what I'll say. I'll give Smith a little credit. Like Michigan State, kind of similar to Wisconsin when they were good. They strong running game, good offensive line, but kind of quarterback that was much better than Wisconsin's typically. Obviously Russell Wilson, but
we had Kirk Cousins. So
yeah. But I don't think Jonathan Smith coming in here saying I don't care about defense or I don't I think that if it's not clear now, it will be very soon that the defense must be addressed.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be interesting to see how they choose to address that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think at this point there's a scheme to change it. I just think the groceries are bad. The meal's going to be bad.
And it could be. I know this staff isn't hesitant to play better underclassmen if they're better than upperclassmen, but it could be that there's still a lot of guys to weed out from the previous group.
Yeah,
out there.
The thing is, if the offense is going to be this good, this is like total opposite of what we've said the past 5 years. The defense just needs to be like somewhat average.
Yeah,
like don't give up 45 points. Give up 27 points. Yeah.
The first drive was awesome. I'll give them that.
Yeah. And then when they forced the fumble too, I was like, "Damn, here we go."
Oh, that was the most jacked I've been for MSU game in like 3 years.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna win.
Well, yeah, we were all complaining at halftime, and you're like, "We're still gonna win this game."
I love it when Nicky does that.
Yeah.
I thought we had it. And then that third down, that was like 3rd and 10 where Mailova ran it. That was the most obviously this is going to happen thing.
Yeah.
Like when I saw 3 or 4 of our defenders around him, I'm like, there's no way any of these guys are going to hit them, and probably two of them will get hurt again.
Yeah, it's like you saw it happen
before
it happened. Yeah. I think that we pretty much covered it all. Unless you guys have anything else.
Loving the offense.
Yeah, no complaints. I mean,
a couple complaints, but
a good time for the bye week. Marsh get to full strength. Frazier too. Although I didn't think he played terrible.
He was pretty good, actually. I thought
it was pretty good. Yeah.
Savant of the week.
Yeah, this one I saw it on Twitter earlier today, and then I forgot to pick a Savant of the week until we started recording. So I found this chart, and it is the advanced stats and play calling from Bud Davis, the Savant of the week. I don't know how to decipher it, but it's a lot of numbers and charts.
If you're watching on YouTube, it's very Savant-esque. If you could see this chart, I mean, it's
Nicky sent it to me, and I just said, "Holy math!"
Yeah,
it's.
Yeah,
I'm like squinting trying to read it right now to see if I can figure anything out.
Yeah, I mean, I get the formation the type of play. Like I can see wide target, slot target, tight end target, and the percentages. But then when you get to the stuff on the right, it's like I don't even really know what we're.
Anyone who can decode this will be next week's Savant of the week.
Yes, there you go.
Little contest for our fans.
There you go.
Tweet at us.
Yeah, is this good? Is it bad? What's good? What's bad? We would love.
Maybe we'll have you on. Who knows?
Yeah. This was retweeted by looks like Sheehan.
Oh, I believe so.
Maybe he can help us out.
Yeah.
Can help decipher that. Maybe I'll take a closer look at it. Maybe I'll get Savant of the week. Okay, time for the picks.
Let's do it.
Okay, a very average week for the show last week. Travis, come on. That's not necessary. Irrelevant, you're right in it. You're like 3 games behind Nick, 4 games behind Nick, 6 games behind me.
That's not
These
good.
teams can
6
take
games
big
is a lot.
swings.
6 games is a lot.
Yeah, well, they can take.
I'm not the Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, don't even get me started.
Yeah.
So 8-8 for me last week, 7-9 for Nikki, 8-8 for Travis. See, you picked up a game last week already. That puts me in first place at 32-27, Nikki right behind at 30-29, Travis at 26-33. This week we've got a great slate, which also coincides with the Ryder Cup. Great sports watching weekend. No Spartans game to pick this week, but we will start off. Yes, stress-free football watching for us. We'll start off in Virginia, where my hometown Florida State Seminoles, coming in ranked 8th, will be taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. Friday night game, Florida State favored here by 6.5.
Yeah, Florida State's rolling. I got Knowles.
You know what, Willie? I'll throw you a bone.
Nice.
Florida State.
Throw him a bone at rank number 8.
Yeah, this is a sketchy line. Like I would think Florida State would be favored by a little more here, which is making me cause for pause or giving me cause for pause. But I'm going to still take Florida State. Going to your guys' hometown team somewhat. 24th ranked TCU Horned Frogs are traveling to Tempe, Arizona to take on the Arizona State Sun Devils. Arizona State favored here by 2.5.
Yeah, I'm going to take Arizona State.
Yeah, they looked pretty good against Baylor. I'm going to go with them as well.
I too am going to go for Arizona State. I feel like I'm rooting for Sam Levitt, so I like to pick them here.
Aiden Childs being good has really made me fine with Sam Levitt being good.
Yeah, it's helping deal with that a little bit easier. 21st ranked USC, coming off a big win against the Spartans, travels to Champaign to take on the Illinois Fighting Illini, who are ranked 23rd after a brutal loss to Indiana. USC favored here by 6.5.
Man, that seems like a lot. I'm going to go with USC, though, because I got to hope that they're that good after last week.
Yeah, they better cover, but I'm going to choose Illinois. I'm going to hedge.
Okay. I'm going to go USC. I've seen enough of Mayava. I think he's pretty good. I don't know. I don't even know what Illinois is after that beatdown last week, but I guess we'll find out on Saturday. 22nd ranked Notre Dame travels to Fayetteville to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. Notre Dame favored here by 3.5.
Yeah, I got the Irish in that one.
Give me the Razorbacks, brother.
Nice. Yeah, I think I've picked all favorites so far, but I'm going to pick Notre Dame in this one. Ohio State travels out west to take on the Washington Huskies. Ohio State coming in ranked number 1 here. I'm sure they're not playing at 11 p.m. Ohio State's favored by 8.5.
I don't want to pick a favorite again, but I don't see how Washington makes that any closer. So Ohio State.
Yeah, Washington's QB insists upon himself. I'm going to Ohio State.
Yeah, I think Ohio State coming out of a bye week too. Did they play last week?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah. I hate picking a favorite. Washington is not bad this year, but I'm going to pick OSU as well. Okay. 4th ranked LSU traveling to Oxford to take on 13th ranked Ole Miss. Oh, here comes Harry Potter. Ole Miss favored here by 1.5.
Well, that makes it easy on me. I'll take LSU then. I was going to take Ole Miss if they weren't favored. But...
Oh, Ole Miss.
I'm Harry Potter. I don't want to pick another favorite, but I like Ole Miss here. LSU struggles to score. I'll take LSU. Just because I picked too many favorites so far. Okay, Auburn at Texas A&M. Texas A&M is ranked number 9. I did not write down the spread in this one because I'm an idiot. Give me one moment here. Well, I'll get the spread. We'll go to the next game for now. 11th ranked Indiana at Iowa. It's not at night. It's 3:30 kickoff at Kinnick. Indiana is favored though by 7.5.
After last week, I don't know how you can't go Indiana.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Indiana as well. I don't think Iowa's gonna be able to score enough points to keep up with that offense. Okay, Auburn at Texas A&M. Texas A&M is favored by 6.5.
That sounds about right. I'll go A&M.
Auburn, War Eagle.
Yeah, I'll go Auburn as well. I think they can cover that spread. Moving down, undefeated Arizona travels to Ames, Iowa to take on the 14th ranked, also undefeated Iowa State Cyclones. Someone's getting their first loss this week in this one. Iowa State favored by 6.5.
I'm going to say Iowa State wins, but Arizona covers.
All right.
I'm going with the Clones.
I am also going to take Iowa State. Okay, the big one this week, or one of the big ones this week, number 6, Oregon, travels to Happy Valley to take on the 3rd-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Both teams coming in undefeated. Penn State favored here by 3.5.
Guess I'll take Oregon then. Take a shot at it.
I was going to go Oregon as well. Ducky.
Oh, Nikki, I love you. I'm taking Oregon as well. I think Oregon covers, not only covers, but wins. 17th ranked Alabama travels to Samford to take on the 5th ranked Georgia Bulldogs. Another tight spread here. Georgia favored by just 3.5.
I feel like I'm taking too many favorites, but I don't have faith in Alabama, so I'm going to go Georgia.
You know, there's 1 week for Kalen DeBoer to redeem himself. It would be this week. So I'm going to go Alabama, not just to cover, but to win.
I am with you, Nikki. I think they will at least cover the spread in this one. All right, with no Michigan State game, all focus for us will be on the Lions. The Lions are hosting the Cleveland Browns. Lions coming off a big-time win against the Ravens in Baltimore on Monday night. One of the better Lions wins I've seen in my lifetime, if not the best. Lions favored here by 9.5.
It's home. It's Cleveland. And after what we've done the past 2 weeks, I expect him to keep rolling.
Yeah, give me a little forward down the field. Super Bowl's back on. That win on Monday, beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Yep. I'm with you guys. I'm going to take the Lions as well. That Cleveland defense makes me a little nervous, but I'll take the Lions. One more bonus pick here. Browns-Lions over-under 45.5.
I mean, the Lions will get that by themselves, right? Over.
You know what? I'll go under. Why not?
I'm going to go under 2. Lions 27-13, something like that. And that will do it for the Week 5 picks. Obviously, a little shorter show this week with no preview. We'll be back next week with that. Maybe we'll get the Nebraska post-game Sunday or Monday. We'll see. We're trying, but, life happens. Things get in the way. Obviously, as always, shout out to the College Huddle. We always appreciate them letting us be the Michigan State representative for them. And you guys know the drill at this point. Like, follow, subscribe, YouTube, Twitter, X, whatever it's called now, wherever you get your podcast. We appreciate reviews, comments, whatever you want. Travis always says, it will not cost you a single dollar. But for Nikki and Trav, I'll sign us off. Go Green.
Go away.
Go away.